Cabinet, yes, established this ministerial committee that I was talking about, which is led by Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Minister Lamula, to compile details of all COVID-related procurement of all government bodies so that these can be made public. Cabinet's intention in doing so was aimed at enhancing and promoting transparency and accountability. And this was so because we got a sense that the public was so enraged by what had happened that they wanted more information. They wanted to know what had happened. And it is for that reason that Cabinet established this entity so that it can collate and compile. This process is distinct and unrelated to the work of the Special Investigating Unit in investigating any unlawful or improper conduct in the procurement of goods and services in any state institution. The SIU has not made any request to Cabinet for assistance in gathering details of COVID-related tenders and contracts. And in fact, they don't need permission. The SIU will be able to do its work without any hindrance, without any prejudice, and without any favor. According to the proclamation I signed on the 23rd of July, the SIU, to authorize it to probe any allegations, it is enabled to do precisely that. The SIU is empowered by the SIU and Special Tribunals Act of 1996 to gather all necessary evidence required in the fulfillment of their mandate. If the SIU finds evidence that a criminal offense has been committed, it is obliged to refer such evidence to the prosecuting authority. It is also empowered to institute civil proceedings for the recovery of any damages or losses incurred by the state. Government is determined to ensure that all criminal acts related to our response to COVID-19 pandemic are uncovered and that those responsible are held to account. And I must tell you that this is what our people want, this is what they expect, this is what they deserve, and this is what they demand. And we are going to live up to our people's expectations. We will make sure that all is let out to hang in public because it is their money after all. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Honorable Mishre.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Mr. President, for the reply. Before I ask my follow-up question, I want to disagree with you. When you said the Titanic is not sinking, I want to assure you, Mr. President, the Titanic is sinking. The SIU that we believe is determined to recover all the monies that were acquired illegally has had many successes in the past few years. The ACDP therefore supports their request for more resources to be able to do their work with much more success. The ACDP further has been in the forefront of calling for additional funds for the SIU. Now, given our economic conditions, will you, Mr. President, make additional efforts to ensure that you find resources that the SIU has requested? We believe further that money that government will spend in the additional resources that are requested by the SIU will be a drop in the bucket compared to the billions of rands that the SIU and other law enforcement agencies will recover. So I would urge the President that move every stone to ensure that additional finances are found, because these agencies have done South Africa well in recovering stolen monies. Thank you.
Thank you, Ntate Mishu. The Honorable the President.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I will not go into the polemics about the Titanic. We will leave that to history, and you and I can discuss that one day over prayer. Honorable Meshwe, I'd like to acknowledge, truly acknowledge, the compliment that you are paying to the SIU. But I also want to acknowledge the support that you are offering to the SIU. It is an important institution of our government to fight corruption. You are absolutely right that they are under-resourced. They need more resources. They have communicated that much to myself, to the Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, who has come forward with the needs not only the SIU has, the NPA, the Hawks, and all of them, and said, President, these are the financial needs of these institutions. And you are absolutely right that the money that we can make available to these institutions will be a droplet in the bucket compared to the money that we are going to gain back when the SIU tribunal claims back various amounts of money. So they do need to be resourced. You want to know whether I will support that? Most definitely. I support that they should be well-resourced because they have proven, even in difficult times, but more particularly now, in this new era of seeking to fight corruption. Yes, this new dawn of seeking to fight corruption, that they are up to the task. They have been doing as well as you have articulated, and they need to be supported, and we will support them. So I'm glad to know that I have your vote when it comes to this. So when we talk to the Minister of Finance, we'll tell him that, yes, I'll call you. Maybe you and I will go together. Thank you very much, Honorable Misha. Thank you. Thank you.